the at-bats that Brooks had, big triple with 2 outs to get us tied again in the sixth. And then in the back end, Brooks led off with a big hit after he fouling off some pitches, and they decided to intentionally walk Trevor, and just felt at that moment right there, we got a chance to win a ball game. And if I bunt Suggs right there, they're going to walk Weiss, and it's going to put it in a freshman's hands that struggled a little bit for the last 2 weeks for us. So I felt like let's try to win it with Suggs and Weiss. And Suggs was ready to hit right off the get-go, and we talk about that, be ready to hit, and he did a great job and squared one up.
Such a big rivalry and just always an important game for you guys. What does getting a win like this against ECU do for just momentum?
Well, I mean, they're a really good ball club, and Cliff's done a great job there. They're a nationally ranked program, and RPI-wise, that's a big midweek win for us. We consider ourselves a top 25 type program too. Be nice to get there at some point, but we'll be knocking on the door at some point soon. But just to go out there and compete, and we hadn't played great baseball the last 3 or 4 games, and to go out there and just play a solid 9 innings and really stay in it, locked in it, be it pitching, defense, and offense, I was glad to see that, and hopefully we'll be able to carry that over.
You mentioned all 3 phases kind of clicking for you today. Last couple of weeks, it's kind of been the pitching's kept you in games. The hitting hasn't really been able to bail you out. How important is it today to have bottom of the 9th, big hit, walk off like that?
It's huge. I mean, hitting's tough. I've told that to you before. It's hard. It's hard to get in there and square baseballs up when they're moving and spinning and going fast and all that kind of stuff. But we just keep really working hard on the days that we have a chance to practice, and then pre-game's our practice time as well. And we've just had a couple good days of just really kind of making things a little bit more simpler at the plate, and just I thought we battled a lot. We cut down on some strikeouts today, didn't have as many, and squared up some balls. The wind was blowing, and we hit some balls pretty hard early in the game. Trevor Marsh had some big swings, Noah Bridges, and Cole Weiss did as well, but didn't have a lot to show for some of them. But got some timely hits tonight, and just real proud of our guys.
Talk a little bit about Brooks. I know maybe he started the season not so bad, had a little slump there, but he's going to be an important part of you guys going forward. Obviously, he's kind of today gets him back to what we saw last year, big 3-hit day. Talk a little bit about him kind of breaking out of that slump and being a key part of what happened today.
Well, I told you last time he's struggled a little bit with the bat, but he has played great defense for us. He hasn't taken it to the field, and that's what I'm proud of overall. But he's a hitter. He's got an aggressive mindset. He comes from a baseball family, a baseball area that they love baseball in Whiteville, North Carolina, and I'm not worried about him. He's going to go up there and get his swings off, and he will also continue to get better. And as his body continues to fill out and get stronger, you'll start seeing him improve the hitting part as well. But right now he's an aggressive mindset and has done a great job for us recently, and I expect him to keep working and continue on an upward trend.
You talked about the pitching. You got 4 guys that come in, throw up zeros. Adam Smith has been a real rock solid end of that back end of that bullpen. Talk about what he means and kind of that overall depth you guys have there.
Well, first off, I thought Nick and Cole Benton and Gage Herron did a great job to kind of piece us together to get toward the back end, get to the 7th. Cole Benton's one of the young lefties that we've been wanting to get in there, and we knew that Worrell maybe didn't swing it as good from the right side as he does the left, so we wanted to switch him up right there, and Cole did a great job. And then Gage got 2 outs because that's big 3 outs for us. And then it got us to the 2 guys that have been, kind of our stalwarts on the back end. And Adam did a great job. He gave up a couple hits, but then he made some nice plays on the defensive side from a bunt defense. And then Blake did a great job there at the back end. But both of them have been solid. We got to continue to build the depth of our bullpen because it's a long season. And, there's several other guys that will continue to get their opportunities.
I know news just recently, as far as news go, you will be transitioning to mostly online classes.
Yeah.
As a coach, what do you kind of have to do to keep the players in the sense of routine that maybe they won't have that they had before?
Yeah, we're kind of learning this as much as you are. It's fluid to a lot of people. But, we've talked about possibilities of things happening the last couple of days. Now it is kind of going into play. Right now we'll just we'll be ready to play on Friday, as long as they let us continue to play, whether it's with people in the stands or smaller crowds. I don't know what will end up happening when it's all said and done, but it's something the whole country's dealing with. And right now I've been told that we're going to athletics will still stay on the way things are right now, be able to play unless some other stuff comes down from the university system.
And back to the series, kind of an interesting series this year with ECU. You're going to play them again on the road at their place and then neutral site. Just how fun is that for the guys, and how interesting is it? You'll see them at different points of the season. I guess every program is going to get better throughout the year. Just talk about seeing them multiple times.
They're just a really good program. It's a tough game. They're going to be ready to play no matter what. And, for us to play them 3 times, it's nice to get the first one. I think our next one's at Granger Stadium on the 14th, maybe, of April, somewhere like that. So that'll be fun playing at a pro park. It's only 30 minutes from Greenville, so I'm sure it'll be maybe a pro Greenville crowd, but hopefully we'll have a lot of Seahawk fans there, and then we'll go to their place a week later. But our job's just to be ready to play when each game comes up on the schedule, and it's fun to play them. They're a longtime rival, a lot of the older folks, because they used to be in the CAA, and I think a lot of the older people from Wilmington kind of remember that, so there's the rivalry there. But just from a baseball standpoint, they're one of the better programs in our state, and it's important that we play them as much as possible, especially midweek.
One more.
Coach, I go back to the 7th inning when Adam Smith comes in, gives up the single to start, but then fields that bunt off the mound. Great play. How many pitchers, because of his shortstop background and the fact that he can do that, how many guys do you think you would have confidence in making that play the way he did?
We have maybe 4 or 5. No, but he just got off the mound quick, and it was a great read. And when the bunt's firmer and you get it quick, then there's an option to go to second base, and he didn't hesitate. And it was a great call from the catching standpoint to let him know, because the play's to his back. But it as a baseball player, when we practice on the backfield, we talk about firm bunts that are right at you. We got a chance to get a lead runner, so you're anticipating that always, and you're hoping to get that type of bunt. He didn't hesitate when he got it, made a great throw, and we almost turned 2 when it was all said and done. But it was great to get the lead runner, and then another great play on the flip to the plate on the safety squeeze. And we talked about that yesterday a billion times, because last time they played here, I think they executed about 3 of them against us. And when the wind's blowing here, there's sometimes it's hard to get a lot of offense. Luckily, we hit a couple balls through the wind tonight, but we did a great job.